everybody, and welcome to tonight's forum on TikTok. So we have
TikTok. I think you said TikTok, but we'll talk about that. We could do.
For tonight, the presenters are Sarah Zaletter, who is our district membership chair and our newly governor-elect designee, and myself, Tiffany Caleo, and I am secretary of the Kiwanis Club of Wyoming area. Okay, tonight's agenda. We're going to be talking about technology tools and resources, which has club communication, document organization, branding, video conferencing, and surveys and polls. And we also have Kiwanis International Resources, which we're going to talk about, club websites, which are free. We're going to share things that are on the Kiwanis.org website, and then we're going to share things that are on the PAKiwanis.org website. Okay, next slide. All right, technology does not have to be scary. So we have a lot of different apps on his thing, so let's break it down. It says we're going to utilize the right tools and resources to help your club to be successful. All right, first off is the club communication. So as secretary, everyone knows that they're the ones that send out all the corresponding with email. So obviously email is the quickest and easiest way to communicate with the club. If you have people in your club that do not have email, obviously you could use the phone calls, and the text messages can be used as well. So some helpful hints that we have come up for you guys. So first off, the member directory export from Kiwanis Connect portal. What that has on there is you could download the spreadsheet that has all the information for members, their addresses, phone numbers, and especially their email. Use the email list there for the email distribution list. I also, just to piggyback on that, is use that spreadsheet to make sure that everything up to date in the Kiwanis Connect portal and send it out to your members as well. So the email distribution list saves you time to email all the members or prospects. Then communicate important events and the dates. You want to make sure that you're getting all the information out to your club members ahead of time of events that are coming up and especially important dates. Sending minutes or meeting summary. You want to make sure that after your your meeting with your club, you want to send out all the minutes to make sure that it gets all the information out to the club members that wasn't able to go to the meetings. And to summarize all the district news, send out maybe just one email at a time. Think of it as a monthly newsletter to the club instead of having all the emails that the district sends out. Here are some communication apps that I know both Sarah and I have definitely used. So GroupMe, which is a great one to have, it's free. And inside that one, you could do different kind of list if you want to have one for all of your members of your club, if you want to make up one for just the board members. So again, it's just a regular app, regular text messaging app that you could use. Obviously texting, and millennials love this, so feel free to use that as much as you want. Facebook Messenger, you could even go on there and create groups from your club members if they like to go on Facebook a lot. Maybe that might be an easier way of seeing them and talking to them. The Google Calendar, I know this is really good to have because you could put all your events and meeting information on the calendar, and then up to about a half hour before the event or meeting happens, you could get a reminder, a text message that tells you that thing is coming up very soon. And the last thing is the MailChimp, and this is great for newsletters and marketing, and they're easy to use templates with that, and the Circle K uses that a lot. Document organization. So we're going to recommend Google Drive for organizing documents. This allows for easy transition from board to board. I know I use it a lot. It's great to have. It saves everything on there, so you don't have to worry about if your computer crashes. Everything is up on the Google Drive, and you have other members can go onto it. It's free. Again, it's easy for uploading and sharing documents among members, so it saves everything in the cloud, and everything won't get lost. And that's really important, obviously, if you have a lot of different important documents that your club uses. So some of the things that you could put on there is the clearances, bylaws, member directory, past signature project info, so everyone else will have all the info for next time. And this is for club continuity in the event that someone will no longer be serving in the role. Maybe they were the chair of something. You could have everything written into the documents and everyone can see what goes on for those projects. Other features of Google Drive, we are going to talk about this a little bit later, but the Google Forms, which you could use for surveys or signups, and Google Sheets for organizing fundraisers and events. And I know we do definitely use this for a lot of our different events. It's just, it makes things so much more organized. Everything's written there for you. And it's exactly like Excel, if you guys are really more familiar with Excel, but the Google Sheet is the same exact thing. All right, branding. So branding your club. Branding is a very important nowadays, especially if you want to get everything out there. You please use the current logos, and you can also get a free club logo at thekiwanis.org/brand. So here are the two regular Kiwanis logos that you guys can see that we've used. And obviously the birdcage. So if you do have the birdcage on some of your things, whether it's events or clothing, you don't have to get rid of it, but please do not continue using it for new projects. You do not want to use it anymore. So again, you don't have to get rid of it if it's already on things that you use, but don't try to keep using it. It's no longer in existence. And Sarah put down on here her club logo, and that's what it would look like when you get the free club logo at thekiwanis.org. You send in what your name is, and they do it for you, which is great. You don't have to worry about trying to create it at all.
And just to add on to that, they do send it when they give that to you, they send you a whole zip file, all different formats. So you can utilize it on a website, on documents, printed documents, also Mac format. If you're a Mac user, they also provide that as well. So.
And branding with social media. So obviously the three that mostly everyone is familiar with is Instagram, Twitter, and then a Facebook page. There's a like page and then there's a group page. So we're recommending using the like page. It goes, you're sharing the club info, you're sharing pictures, maybe with your SLPs, you could create events, you could set up polls, and obviously getting more likes, it elevates your status. And Sarah put on here our Wyoming Area Club page with the Invest program. And I don't know if some of you guys are familiar with it, but basically there was a fundraiser that we did to try to get members or businesses or just other people to try to sponsor these vests. And we had to collect a lot of money for the 100 vests, and we basically use social media. So I would put everything out there, share everything, put it in groups, and then that's how the word got out of it. And we were able to raise a lot of money in just 2 months. So it was really nice to have, and that's exactly what Facebook is all about. And then the difference between, someone was going to say, difference between a page and a group. The page is great for branding, like we talked about, with getting all the information out there. A group is more for if you want to have conversations within each other. So it doesn't really get the message out there as much as the like page. And again, make sure that when you do have a like page or any other social media, that when you're posting under the Kiwanis name, you're representing Kiwanis, and therefore the post should refrain from distributing any political or religious opinions or information on the club page. So please just refrain from using any of that. Should solely be about the Kiwanis.
You also on Facebook or Instagram, kind of adding to what Tiffany was saying on the previous slide with the logos, you want to make sure your Facebook page also reflects the current logos. Because, you know, we want to have the correct branding. And I mean, you see Starbucks, I use that often as an example. They don't have two different logos. They have one. Sure, they have different color cups at different holidays, but it's always this, you see that mermaid, you know it's Starbucks. So it should be very similar also as Kiwanis, and make sure that is also consistent throughout, including your messaging on Facebook as well, or Instagram, whatever medium you choose. So.
Yeah. And if you guys can see, I have it as the picture of the 25 years. We celebrated that last year, and Kiwanis did that for us for free. So
Yeah.
that's another way. If you do have like an anniversary coming up, you could go and ask them to do it. And they did it in like different colors. They gave us a black and white one, and then like the black and the white one and the blue one like that. So like I said, that's, definitely something to use if you have an anniversary coming up. They'll do it for you for free.
Okay. Great. Also, along with branding, other tools that you can use, and I use this often, canva.com. It is free-ish in that it's free to make any flyers. It's used for making flyers or Facebook covers, or even your images. They also have the templates there. We have a couple examples here on the bottom of the page just showing you the flyers that we've made it. The whole, it's free for the most part, but if you want updated graphics, a little bit more, sometimes they charge you $1 or not, $1 or more. Also, if you are working with a team and sharing documents, it's usually $9.99 per month for a team. So there are some added, like all tools. There's free parts of it and also some paid parts of it. But for the most part, the free part of Canva, you can absolutely do flyers with no problem. You can have something created as an image and posted to Facebook, even giving you gives you that professional feel. I use it often. You can upload your club logos and your pictures on there. So if you've seen the virtual convention, all those images that you see on Facebook, all those were created using Canva. So I highly recommend you guys check it out, canva.com, for all those imaging. Let's see. All right. Video conferencing, another great tool. Obviously right now we are on the Zoom platform. There are many platforms for video conferencing, but Zoom has become popular since we've, have been quarantined, and during this COVID-19 pandemic, Zoom and GoToMeeting and even Google Meet have made some strides for people. This is how people are interacting. So you can continue your club meetings online or have that hybrid model. I know some clubs are meeting in person, but these tools are still available for people. And what's nice too is that some people do not have internet, so that there are there's also phone numbers associated with this, so people can still dial in and be part of Zoom. Even this evening, there were phone numbers in that invite, so if you didn't have access to internet, you can still use your telephone. So talking about these tools and speaking about the phone calls, there is freeconferencecall.com. So if you're not very savvy with Zoom, or you find Zoom or GoToMeeting or all those other video conferencing tools overwhelming, your club can also just use freeconferencecall.com. There is no time limit. It is free. Each call can last up to 6 hours. It's perfect for people who do not want to do that Zoom meeting, as I talked about. So all you need here is a phone. Again, Zoom, which we are on, there's that free account for 40 minutes. I heard that they waived it, but according to their website that I checked, that it is only 40 minutes for the free version. But the basic that you have to purchase, you can, it's unlimited on the time. So you can have a longer meeting than 40 minutes. So scrolling down, sorry. And then the conference, so the basic, you can utilize it for, the pro version is the next step up from basic. And that's something you can utilize, that's $14.99. I was just looking at some pricing, and that call, if you want to have a Zoom for 24 hours, but most meetings hopefully are not 24 hours long. So, but know that that's an option for you. And then GoToMeeting is also another popular video conferencing platform similar to Zoom. The difference here is pricing, but I will have to say that GoToMeeting has a greater market share for businesses and other corporate organizations due to enterprise cost for companies. And it's also good for hospitals because it's HIPAA compliant. So if you're a healthcare worker, you know what that is. But a couple Kiwanis clubs do utilize GoToMeeting. I know the Centennial E-Club does use GoToMeeting very well. Google Meet, if you're not familiar, during the quarantine, they started this. It's free. It's integrated into the Google suite of products. If you see on the bottom right here, if you have a Gmail account, you'll see that this Meet has popped up, and the option is to start a meeting immediately or join a meeting. It's that simple. You can start a meeting and then start inviting people who have Gmail as well. And actually, you don't have to, if they don't have Gmail, that's okay too. So you can have meetings just like that. It's free and it's part of the Google platform. So many people have have Gmail, so it's a great option. You don't need to know and set up anything. It's just right there already on your menu if you have Gmail. Okay. So club websites. One of the big things here is, branding your club using the technology of a website. Many people ask me, why do I need a website if I have Facebook? And there are two different reasons why, but Facebook is obviously you're just sharing events, sharing posts. You can also educate your community about Kiwanis. It's great. It's very simple. Club websites are a little bit more professional. It's almost for businesses and other organizations and probably the companies that you work for have a more polished club website. It's their front door of their business on the internet. So many Kiwanis clubs utilize that as well to be more professional as well, especially if you're having large fundraisers or, you want to integrate, you can integrate Facebook as well on there so that's also nice. But that's the reason why people have websites. It's more of that virtual front door to your club, provides information just like Facebook about your club. Just in case when you want to Google something, Google about volunteering, you want your website to pop up. I do need to make a note about PortalBuzz. PortalBuzz is no longer a partner with Kiwanis International. I know many clubs utilize PortalBuzz for their websites, and that is fine. You can continue to do so. But if you have any technical issues, you should no longer be emailing Kiwanis International. You need to go directly to the PortalBuzz group. So Kiwanis International and PortalBuzz are not associated anymore. Just wanted to put that out there. So if you want a website, what should you do? Just so you know, there are free websites available from KI. Great templates. The new website for the district, we currently are utilizing PortalBuzz right now, but we are on the new format for that Kiwanis International has set up. It is called a WordPress platform. So what that means is technically it's basically editing a website like using a Microsoft Word or just a word processing application. I'm like losing my words. WordPress. So it's very easy. You don't need to know HTML or any coding to have this website. It's already in a template. I'm going to show you an example of ours, and it comes fairly quickly. It's all packaged, and the biggest thing, it's free from Kiwanis International. So where do you start? If you want a website for your club, you want to complete, and I apologize, this is the link that they provided from KI. It's not friendly at all. So this will be shared with everybody. These slides will be shared also on our website. So you would need to complete this interest form, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute. And this interest form asks you a few questions. So I'm going to show that in a sec. But once you fill out this, it's a very simple process. You complete this form, and then in a matter of less than a half an hour, I got an email saying, here is your demo site. And they give you this site. And this is actually University City Kiwanis website right now because we're working on it. And then you can point it to a domain. If a domain is like www.pakiwanis.org, that's some friendly username, a URL, and that's a domain that is bought. So that's something you would buy on your own to point to the site. So there's also free training about the WordPress platform. This site here, site.kiwanis.org. That URL, once you click on that, you'll see YouTube videos on how to edit the site once you get it. So 3 steps here: apply for it, then look at the demo and update the demo site they give you, which is you then put in all your information, and then you look at the training as well. I mean, you want to do that together. Our district coordinator for that is Patty Loomis. So if you have questions on that, we'll provide you her email as well. So just to show you, this is the interest form. When you click on that link, you would put in the webmaster's name, which is basically the person who's going to be in charge of your website in your club. So, and then the best email and a phone number to reach you at. Very simple there. And then it just asks what type of experience you have with WordPress. It could be, it's from 0 to basically advanced. So you just put that in there so they can provide you guidance. And then the district of a new site, you would just select, there's a default answer in there. Club or district name, you would put Pennsylvania, and then the organization. So you need that key number for your club, because that key number is what is put on on that website, on that demo website. And then will the key webmaster be primary contact? Most likely, yes. So this is what the demo looks like right now. So this is our K number for University City. And then this is what they gave me. It looks just like this. They provided me, it's very nice. And this is very similar to what the district website will be looking like. We are going to hopefully move to that very shortly. But it already has all the setup. I did not do anything. I didn't put any pictures. I didn't create this menu. All I did is click in here and then type in what my club projects were and a little bit description, and that's it. I am live. So it's a very simple. I urge you guys to take a look at this. So, and I will answer questions about that soon. And Patty's email, she did emailing, edinburghkiwanis@gmail.com. And Patty's an awesome resource for this. So other technology tools to be used at your club to make it efficient. We have some, Tiffany mentioned the member survey. We urge you, we also talked about this during the Club Fixer Upper Monday forum, is utilizing a member survey using surveymonkey.com, subscription based, but you can do some free surveys. Google Forms is free. That's something else. And Brian Root reminded me that Google Forms is an easy, free way. The whole foundation raffle, virtual raffle, was entirely in Google Forms. So it's very easy to set that up. Also, for member survey, you can also do a hard copy. You can go low tech, have the hard copy of your survey and just give it out at the meetings so people can do it. So there's different ways. You don't have to be super technical, but these SurveyMonkey and Google Forms, they already have templates there for you. So it's very easy to utilize that for surveys. Polling. Do you ever try to set up a meeting with more than 2 people? It's very challenging because everyone has different schedules. So instead of multiple emails going back and forth, like, hey, when you free? When are you free? Oh, you're free, not free? It's really hard when you get all those emails. Doodle.com is great for polling everybody at once, and there's the setup where you select the dates and times that are available, and then allows the user to select what's available for them. And in the end, the winning time is usually the one that everybody has a checkbox in. So it's just one multiple email. So I highly recommend that if you're trying to set up a meeting or event to find the perfect date for all your meeting needs. Project sign up. If you have a large project, small to medium, that's fine. Sometimes there's shifts involved. You want to use Sign Up Genius. That's always helpful to help organize your, you can see who your volunteers are. So it's a great way for people to go ahead and sign up on their own, and takes a little load off the project manager or the secretary. They can just go to the site and just sign up. And the person who's in charge of that project, the project manager, will just, take a look at everybody who's coming and maybe remind them the day before that, hey, you signed up for a shift from 2 to 4. So all that information is right there in Sign Up Genius. So it's a great tool as well. It's also free. Let's see. Okay. We also would be remiss not to mention Kiwanis.org as a resource as well for your club. There's a lot of information. They've done a great job of trying to make things available for you, so you're not reinventing the wheel. So club training is available there. There's a link for all training. If you even, it's available for members and club leaders. So feel free to review any training. Even if you're not an officer, it will help you understand what is involved when you want to step up to take that leadership role. So that's a great resource there. Tools to strengthen your club. We also touched upon this on Monday. These are all available and allows you to have those tools and resources so you don't have to recreate those again, those surveys. And we also provided the Achieving Club Excellence tool, which we highly recommend to help evaluate what tool you actually need for your club and also your community needs. So that's a great tool. So we provided those links again. We will be posting this PowerPoint online so you can have it. So just so if you have not seen the ACE tool, this is a great, again, tools and resources that are listed there on the right. If your club is unsure of its purpose in the community, sometimes you lose your way. There are tools right here. You can click on it, creating the purpose and developing a community partnerships. It's already built in for you. So absolutely utilize this site. Another great resource for you. Some people forget, store.kiwanis.org. If you need, it's a great resource to purchase literature, certificates, or pins for your club. Also Kiwanis apparel to help with that branding that we talked about earlier. They're all available here as well to help you brand anything you need for your community. And right here in the screenshot, it shows you some things are $0 because some literature are free to your club. For example, Kids Need Kiwanis, this brochure, the Join Me brochure, you can click on it and add it to your cart. It is free. So take a look at some of the free resources that are available that can be shipped to you. So that is store.kiwanis.org. Okay. And of course, we have our Pennsylvania District website, which I did mention. I know Patty's on. We are looking to move away from Portal Buzz and into that WordPress platform that we shared with you. The pakiwanis.org website has great resources. It lists district events, early ways for you to get your early learning guides, leadership contact. It'll have all our leadership contact, which will be all updated by October 1st. And on Monday, we will be launching Dollars for Dues, which will be talked about our Monday's forum with Jen there. So all this information is here also in Pennsylvania Kiwanis. So please utilize that. Okay, so we have lots of time. We did good time. So if you have any questions or answer, I have the answers, you have the questions, sorry.
There's a couple questions in the chat and the Q&A.
Perfect, okay. So we have, is there a step-by-step on how to get a club logo on a Facebook page? Well, you can look at Facebook support, but you would have, if you already have your logo, it's just like uploading any image. I know you've uploaded pictures of your service leadership program. You can also upload your images as well. And I think, and you can feel free to email me personally and I can help you if you're still stuck. Okay. Next, is it okay to post a Zoom meeting link on our members only Facebook page? So Zoom meeting links for any public sites, first off, should not be posted for security measures. I also suggest that if you are setting up a Zoom, this is my information systems hat on, because this is what I do for a living, security, is that you have that password in any Zoom meeting that you do set up. So you are not what they call Zoom bombed, because there are people that do just randomly select different meeting IDs and try to get into different Zooms. I don't know why. There's no reason why they need to do that. But we highly recommend that any Zoom meetings have passwords on them, and do not share them on your public Facebook. But I know that there are some clubs that have a private member only group. I think that is fine for that because it's for members only.
Sean just said that he would not post any links on Facebook at all because they had someone join a chat.
Even on a private secret group. I know who this person is, and I'm admin of that group. So I would love to see someone hack my secret Facebook group. Sean, challenge accepted, right, Sean? But that actually came from Bonnie. Bonnie, if you have any problem with that, just email me. Next, another one. Does the club have to buy their own domain name? If yes, do you know how much it is? Yes, so if you buy your own domain name, there's various services out there. I know we use GoDaddy.com, and there's other sites that do purchase it. We purchased for 2 years. I believe it was like $11.99 for 2 years.
I don't know if he was talking about when you were going over the Kiwanis free page.
Yeah, so the club has to buy their own domain, which is then you can redirect it to that free website. So if you recall, I think I'll put it back up. Up here. Yeah. So this site here for a demo, K16041.site, that's University City. That's free. But I don't want to brand myself this way when I say go to my website at K16041. We do have a domain that we purchased, uckiwanis.com, and we're working on linking that to this site. So that uckiwanis.com was purchased, and you have to purchase that. I think that's where that question was, domain name. But whoever this person is, let me know if I didn't answer your question. Where do you get the key number? The secretary can provide that for you. It is in the secretary dashboard. Also, when you log into your own, when you log in as yourself to Kiwanis Connect as a member, it shows you the K numbers of what your K number is a member and what K number is your club. All great questions, though. Any other questions?
Chat, Eugene asked, is canva.com the only website for free flyer creation for designing flyers?
That I would recommend, yes. I find that Canva was the easiest to use, so that's what I would recommend. Yeah. Trying to look, and did I miss anything, Tiff?
Bill Walter said that their Zoom allowed their first meeting to go beyond 40, and then they asked us to pay.
Yeah, they usually, yeah, your first one. I can see that. Thank you.
That looks about it.
Okay, great. All right. Let me just double check the Zoom. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, moving. I don't know what happened. All right, so our next forum, I wanted to thank you. Oops, moving. Okay, here's our contact information. If you need to reach us, we have it also on the website, and also Patty Loomis website email, which I don't have here, but I will make sure everyone has that. It's edinburghkiwanis@gmail.com again. And then I want to remind you, our next forum is Monday 4th on Dues Got You Down. We're going to talk about, Jen Baer's going to talk about how you can, decrease the burden of dues. There's creative ways that we can provide you. And also we'll be announcing more details on the Dollars for Dues program that is being started at the district level to help members that are struggling with a hardship. So tune in for that. And that's our next forum. And then we have administrative updates from Kevin Thomas on Wednesday. So we're halfway done recon. So we're hoping you enjoyed all the forums. So thank you for joining us tonight. Have a good night.
Hi, everybody.